What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy A-Dub-Rich, and I'm back with another video. And if you haven't seen my reaction to the album, you need to go watch that and then come back to this, so everything makes perfect sense now that that's out of the way. So Eternal Atake was, well, very successful. I mean, it sold 325K first week. So if we're talking strictly numbers wise, I mean, it was a really successful album. And if you've been following Uzi for a while like myself, we know this is the range he usually scores around and even higher when he drops albums. So nothing new, nothing surprising. But what I do want to talk about is the eternal await that Uzi put his fans through. And I must say this, there is no other artist, let me repeat this. There is no other artist that communicates with their fan base as much as Uzi does, that has as much fame as he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we're talking about artists that are as popular as Uzi, like superstars, mega stars, he is the only artist that consistently responds to his fans all the time. Like, he's always responding to fans, always tweeting at fans. You know what I'm saying? Other artists do respond sometimes, but I feel like Uzi is kind of king to this thing of just, if a fan says something that he deems as relevant to his community and his fan base, he's going to respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't hesitate to respond at all. You might be wondering, okay, well, why is that important? Well, that's important because while Uzi made us wait for this eternal await, he was tweeting all the time. He's constantly talking about the album. He's constantly tweeting about different things, and he's building up the hysteria. He's building up the hype. Only other album that had this much build up to it recently was Astroworld. And I mean, Astroworld had all types of hype. I'm talking next level hype. And Eternal Atake had similar levels of hype. And you know what I'm saying? It did great numbers wise. And surprisingly, a lot of people were disliking it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of hate on Twitter. A lot of people were saying it was trash. And then on the same end of the spectrum, there was a lot of people saying it was really, really good. So it's kind of just like, you know what I'm saying, it's just whatever you think. Now, me personally, I don't know what these people are talking about because I don't know what they were expecting from Uzi, but in my eyes and my estimation and what I expected from Uzi, he delivered perfectly. Because I mean, Uzi's role to me in the rap game is to just deliver good vocals, clever bars, and a nice beat, and just make it catchy. I mean, I don't know what they were expecting. Uzi's never been, you know what I'm saying, a lyrical genius. He's always been the artist that brings the hype and brings the energy and brings the vibes to his music, or just like the hard beats. Or Uzi's never been the lyrical warrior. So I don't know what some of these people were expecting. I've seen some people tweeting, oh, this album is mid, it has no lyrical content, it's just hard beats. I mean, what were you expecting from Uzi? Like, what do you listen to Uzi for? Like, are you telling me people actually listen to Uzi to hear what he has to say? Like, I mean, obviously people want to hear what he has to say, but I mean, like, I'm talking from a lyrical perspective, like as if he's a J. Cole or a Kendrick preaching about what's really going on in the world. Everyone knows Uzi is a freelance, just kind of go with the flow type artist. And that's why we love Uzi. That's his style. He coined it, he trademarked it, and that's his thing. So nobody's mad about that. He makes that sound amazing. So obviously we're not going to have a problem with that. And I don't understand why people are mad at Uzi for, you know what I'm saying, not coming with more lyrical content. That's never been him. I mean, I see people want him to evolve and step to the next level, but it's not really about that, you know what I'm saying? It's about making numbers and doing what most of his core fans want. And I know there are a lot of fans that had a lot of high expectations for this album and expected it to be something insanely crazy because we had to wait so long. But keep in mind, one of the main reasons we had to wait this long was due to a lot of music getting leaked. You know what I'm saying? Even though it is part of the whole formula of just make all the fans wait and it builds up the hype, at the same time, a lot of his music got leaked, so we actually did have to restart this whole album. That brings me back to my main point, the eternal await. Uzi made us wait for damn near a century for this album to drop. Now, do I actually believe Uzi when he says he was working up until, you know what I'm saying, right before he dropped the album? Hell no, I don't believe that. I think Uzi's had this album ready for at least the past couple of months because he's been teasing and talking about it for a long time. And I really do believe that he was just making us wait a little bit longer to build up a little bit more hype. You know what I'm saying? He had to make the little promo video, the little trailer, and he had to just build up the hype and hysteria even more. This is what Uzi does. It's a great formula. It's smart. It works. It never fails. And I think that's what Playboi Carti is doing right now. A lot of people think artists don't drop because of some specific reason or something's going on in their life. I honestly really don't believe that. I really believe these artists are purposely not dropping to just build up more hype. Listen, listen, listen. The longer the wait, the bigger the numbers. Simple, period. But there is one catch to this little trick that all artists are using nowadays when it comes to new albums and building up hype and waiting a long time to drop. If you do wait an eternal await like Uzi did or what Carti's doing right now, if you drop a trash album, you're basically setting yourself up to fall off, because if you make your fans wait that long and you tell them, yo, don't worry, this album's gonna be fire, and it's not fire, who's gonna be willing to wait for another album? I mean, look what they did to Lil Pump, man. That man Lil Pump was on top of the world in 2016. He dropped the album that wasn't that good, and he kind of just slowly disappeared into the sunset. And now he just makes Spanish music. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's been doing numbers with the Spanish music, but we haven't heard from Lil Pump in a long time. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned, man. And his Instagram antics just don't hit the same. Like, I mean, everything about Lil Pump is just slowly dying, and he's an example of, you know what I'm saying, how easy it is to fall off and why waiting a long time to drop can actually save you and at the same time break you. So, you know what I'm saying, if Lil Pump would have, you know what I'm saying, pulled a Playboi Carti and just took a billion years to drop an album and it was either decent or trash, if he would have waited all that time and he made a decent album, he would have been way better numbers wise right now than he is, because he just kind of just kept dropping and dropping and dropping, and his albums were kind of just trash. I mean, his whole last album got carried by one song to go gold. And besides that, I mean, the album was honestly dookie. I mean, it's Lil Pump. I don't know what anybody expected. Everyone knows he's trash. He just has hard beats and funny bars. But I guess Lil Pump's fans kind of just grew up and he kind of just fell off. But besides the fact of Lil Pump, do you guys think Eternal Atake was worth the wait? And do you think Whole Lotta Red is going to be worth the wait? We can discuss all that in the comment section. Hope y'all enjoy. If you like videos like this, spam up the like button, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace. I'ma hit it from the back, I'ma pull up on a nigga with a bitch, pussy wet